All right, guys, Monday morning, happy Monday. Tommy Tahoe here. Thank you if you're listening on the podcast, if you're watching on YouTube. Let's make this a great week. So Vince Lombardi once said, winning is not a sometime thing. It's an all-time thing. You don't win once in a while. You don't do things right once in a while. You do them right all the time. Winning is habit. Unfortunately, so is losing. This is a great quote, and I actually got inspired from a course I'm taking with Jesse Itzler. If you don't know who that is, look him up. And it's an 8-week course, and one of the things we were talking about last week is he challenged everyone to think about the winners in their lives. And think about what winners do. What are the traits, what are the habits, what are the tactics that those people use to become winners? And whether that is someone that you know, like your mother or your husband or your wife, that is just a winner, or a work colleague or your boss or the CEO, or a virtual mentor that you've never met, like Warren Buffett is a winner, right? So what are the traits that got me thinking? I've been on a tangent about this all week, so I'm excited to say I got 26 traits that I see are common amongst the winners in my life. People I know, people I admire. I just want to get straight up into it. I think it's easy to pick out a winner when you see them on the street, but it's not easy to become a winner. So here are the 26 things, and I'll go quickly through some of them, and I'll pause on a few of them. But they're disciplined in all areas of their life. They say something, they're gonna do it. Number 2, they treat others well regardless of who the person is. If they're getting a Starbucks coffee or something, they're putting the phone down, they're talking to the barista. They say hello to the janitorial staff or the person that's opening the door for them the same way that they would if they saw the CEO of their biggest client. Right? They treat them well because it's the right thing to do, and also because it might pay off at some point in the long run. But they do it because they're good people, and that's just what they do. They're humble. They remove their ego from situations, especially in confrontations with people, or a lot of times where your head might get big or you're starting to see success. It doesn't matter. They check the box. They move on. They're humble. Number 4, they're the hardest workers in the room. Enough said. They put in more work. They get here before you do in the morning. They leave after you at night. Number 5, they know their priorities and they stick to them. Everyone has different priorities. Some people want to make a shit ton of money. Some people want to be a good father or a good husband or a good wife or a good mother. Some people want to be a good boss. Some people want a promotion. Some people want to just have inner peace. It's different for everyone. But they know those priorities and they stick to it. Stick. Number 6, they show up early. They respect other people's time. If you show up late to something, you are telling them that your time is more valuable than theirs. They show up early. 15 minutes early is on time. On time is late. They visualize success. Very important that they see it in their head before they see it before their eyes. They write down their goals. They think about, what does it look like when I have that money? Or what does it look like when I get that promotion? They visualize it, and then they write the story backwards from there. Number 8, they wake up early. Oh my God, this is important. You got to get up early. If you wake up at 5 in the morning and you go outside, look how few people there are out there. You get a jump start on the day. You get a jump start on the competition. You're out there before them. Really important. Number 9, they prioritize their wellness and their health. Eating right, exercising, doing something mindful, showing gratitude, all of this is really important, and it amplifies the other aspects of your life. When you work out and you push yourself there, it builds grit, and it gives you more energy, and it allows you to be more energetic and present when you're with your kids or when you're at your job. There's a lot of compound effects to it. They persist until they succeed. They push forward, they push forward, they push forward. They know that there's going to be obstacles in their way, and they keep going forward. 11, they become masters of their craft, whatever it is that they want to do in life. They want to, if you're in sales or if you're an artist or anything, you know that you got to put in 10,000 plus hours to it, and they love it. They love the process of that. Number 12, they don't take no for an answer. You're going to hear no all the time, especially if you're in sales. All you do is hear no. You got to push forward from that and know that it might take 100 no's before you get your first yes. History books are littered with people that were told no. They turn obstacles into opportunities. When someone tells them no, for example, they look at how that can be an opportunity. They break their leg, they see that's an opportunity to do something else. They get fired, all right, that's an opportunity to try a new job or go out on my own or spend more time with my family, whatever it is. Everything's always optimistic. Michael Gervais says optimism is the ultimate mental strength. Be optimistic. 14, they know success and wealth are a long journey. There's no shortcuts to wealth. Warren Buffett says it all the time. Get rich slowly over 10, 20, 50 years, right? If someone's telling you you can get a six-pack in a week or make $1 million in a month, they're lying to you, most likely. 15, they invest in themselves, whether it's a course or a book or listening to this podcast. Thank you for that. Or taking a Udemy course or going to a conference or just talking to someone and seeking out a mentor. You invest in yourself because you know that's going to pay dividends. It's going to have 10, 100, 1,000x return on investment. 16, they don't dwell on failures or successes. I mentioned earlier, they check the box, right? You hit your number for the quarter. You get a big sale. You hit the weight goal that you wanted. Great. Check the box. Good. Pat yourself on the back. Now it's on to the next goal. Or you don't get that goal. All right. Let's dust ourselves off and let's push forward again. We got, 30 more days. Let's get after that same goal and get it done. 17, on the topic of goals, they set to them and they set goals and stick to them. Right? Grant Cardone says you never lower the target, you just increase the action. If you say, hey, I'm going to make $300,000 and you get to the end of the year and you made $150,000, something like that. All right, next year, that's still the target, but you need to double or, increase the action quite a bit. You say you want to hit a certain weight and you don't get there. All right, that's okay. You dust yourself off and say, the goal is not the issue, it's the action I'm taking. I need to eat healthier. I need to work out a little bit more. I need to drink more water, get more sleep. 18, they're problem solvers. People that see that there's a leaky faucet or the cabinet's screwed up or there's an issue at work. Winners solve the problem. Winners don't say, it's good enough. It'll fix itself. It doesn't fix itself. A fixer gets it done, and fixers are so valuable. They're problem solvers. They figure it out. They like the map. Number 19, they're genuinely curious. They want to see how things work. They're curious, how does this microphone work? How do you put this thing together? Let's take apart and put together this laptop. Tell me about your business. I'm genuinely curious about it. That's how I'm going to be a better salesperson. I'm curious about the process of becoming a great podcaster or in better shape. So I'm going to learn about that. And that also ties to being a master of the craft, is being curious about whatever you're trying to be great at. They're authentic. Number 20, they're authentic. They are themselves. This is one I've been working on a lot, is just be yourself, man. Just, people are going to either like you or hate you, and that's fine. You gotta be open to that. But you got to be yourself. Whether that's how you're going to get ahead. That's what people are actually going to really like you, is for your quirks and your things that people are going to know you about. So, like Jesse Itzler, for example, he's himself. He only eats fruit till noon. Kind of crazy. I tried it before. I didn't really like it. But that's why people know him, because he's different. And he does things his own way. And if he was like you and like me, he wouldn't be, worth $400 million right now. 21, they can handle pressure-packed situations. Tim Grover, Michael Jordan's trainer, says, pressure is a privilege. It's very true. You earn the right to have that pressure. But you can handle it. The winners can handle it because they know that every situation, there's no big games, there's no big days. Every day is the same. The pressure's only built up in your head. But when that perceived pressure comes up, they can handle it, and they enjoy that process. 22, they have grit, and they compete with themselves to be great. And grit is the number one factor for success, is what science tells us, more than intellect, more than wealth, more than how you were raised. It's grit. It's being able to push through the hard time. It's being able to compete with yourself and with others and push yourself to be better. And, not worry about what John or Sally are doing over there, and push through and get to the top of the mountain and love the process. 23, they have empathy for others. especially in a sales role like where I am currently, having empathy and thinking about other situations and seeing things through their eyes, and it helps a lot with trying to solve people's problems. It helps with a negotiation. It helps with trying to make a sale or build a relationship. You see things through the other person's eyes, and you're not just pushing something on them blindly. 24, they have a tremendous sense of humor. There's something that I thought was interesting when I saw something about Joe Montana, the famous quarterback. When he would lead a game-winning drive, he wouldn't be saying like, "Let's go, guys! Let's go score a touchdown." He'd be cracking jokes. He'd be lightening the mood in the area, because he knows that there's just such a tension already. He doesn't need to add more tension. The same with Aubrey Marcus. He does the same with MMA fighters. He lightens the mood. He doesn't say, "Let's go, champ, let's do this thing, let's kick him in the head." Like, they already know what to do. They're already tense and wound up like a rubber band. You need to loosen it up a little bit. And people that laugh, people that have fun with what they're doing, those are winners. 25, they associate with other winners. They cut losers out of their life, and they hang out with like-minded people in the sense that they're winners, but they might have different ideas, or one might be on the left, or one might be on the right, or one might be really wealthy and the other might be really fit, but they have, they're like-minded, that they're winners, and they want to hang out with other winners. You want to hang out with losers. And number 26, this is the most important thing: winners win. Right? They take the tactics, they take these habits in the first 25, and maybe they're really good at building their business. So they do all these things, they build their business, they're worth $100 million. All right, and then they take that to their relationships. And then they have such a great family life. They have a great time with their parents and their spouse and their kids or their close friends. All right, and then they take it to their health, and they get in good shape, and they start running, and they start maybe lifting weights or swimming and eating healthier and cutting out sugar. And then, they take it to the personal side, and they start, meditating, or they start writing, or they take up this extra course that they learn a new skill, and they start sculpting or something like that. And they become well-rounded because they're taking these habits. And like Vince Lombardi said, it's not a sometimes thing. It's an all-time thing. You take it to all areas of your life. These are the 26 things that I see. There could be more. I'm sure there's more. I'd love to hear from you. What are you good at? What are you not good at? What tactics did I miss? And remember, winning, it's up to you. And it's not a sometimes thing. It's an all-time thing. Let's go out there. Let's have a winning week. Hope you have a great week. Talk to you guys soon. Out.